Hi, everybody. I'm Tom Dorsey. Many of you know me from Dorsey Wright and Associates. I sold the company to NASDAQ, but I didn't stop trading. And I've been on Wall Street as long as I have. You can't get away from it. And I find it very interesting to trade futures, um, primarily U.S. equity future, because you get a special tax break on that. And I was also asked to come speak at a class, and I went there. Who was there? Josh Oldmixon. He was in the class, very, very quiet. You could tell there was something going on in his hip. And he came over to my company afterward and showed me what he was putting together was this pairs trading concepts. And I like pairs trading because if you think in terms of foreign currencies, they're nothing but relative strength charts in themselves. And so it makes a lot of sense to me. And if you have a system, which you have, that can automatically find trades for me and put the trades on, trade them, and take it back out, I love that. Turns into my co-pilot.
Exactly. That's our no-code algorithm solution where, I mean, you use it a few times where you sort of make an algorithm that is going to trade for you by these set parameters. But we've basically started with pair trading, which has been used by, nearly half of all institutions for decades. Like Bloomberg says 47% of institutions do pair trading, or at least some form of pair trading. And so basically we're allowing people, retail traders, to take advantage of this strategy, which hasn't really been offered to them completely for free without even having to change their brokerage. So we offer a no custody trading platform where basically users can connect their existing brokerage account. Right now we offer Charles Schwab. And with their brokerage account, they already have, they don't have to move their money or do anything like that. They can place trades through our platform using these strategies. And through the no code algorithms that you was talking about, these trades will be executed for you automatically based on the parameters that you define. And so I know, like, you were looking through the screener earlier, you were talking about those tech pairs, and you were screening the tech pairs, looking at, which pair is, ideal for your sort of style of trading, where you might want something that, trades a little longer. It might take a little bit more for a pair to revert, but there might be a little more meat on the bone. Whereas I know you've had experience sometimes with pairs that trade really, really fast, and you're getting only a few cents every trade.
Yeah, that was my first. That was my first trade. They went very, very fast. I need something. Just like the other day, we were looking at two technology companies that traded like once every 7.5 hours. And that's perfect. You're not jumping around trading like crazy for nickels and dimes. You're doing something that's going to be meaningful.
Yeah, that's why we ended up actually adding the back testing function. Originally, we were just doing testing pairs for co-integration, seeing if a pair is mean reverter. But then, the more we sort of had you trading on the platform on our beta and getting feedback from you, I sort of realized we need to have just a set return and Sharpe ratio metric that allows users to just see how did this pair do historically over the last 5 days, 10 days, 100 days. And I think that's really helped you sort of understand the platform a lot more.
Absolutely, absolutely. Makes it very simple for me because at this stage of the game, simplistic. I mean, you got to bag my apples. I don't want the quarter-inch drill anymore. I want the quarter-inch hole. If something's going to be in my portfolio, it's going to have to tell me rent. I don't need pie in the sky any longer. I want some pie on the table.
Yeah, I remember you said that phrase to me the other day. You said bag their apples for them. You said that's what we're doing and we have to continue to do it. And I thought that was really interesting. He was telling me about this article that he had read. I went home and actually looked it up because I was just curious. But it was basically they did it at some university where they basically put out a bowl of apples, just regular apples uncut in a bowl, and they saw how many people took it. And some people like apples, some people just took them. But then the next week they tried putting in sliced apples into a bag and doing the same thing, putting them in the same place. And there was a significant uptick in the amount of people that actually took the apples. I thought that was really interesting. It really spoke to just the fundamentals of human nature. Like, that is what we inherently want, is simplified, easy to use.
Utility, utility, utility. I can take that bag of sliced apples, put it in my pocket. But once I start eating that apple, I'm not going to put that apple in my pocket and let the juice run all over. But bagging the apples made all the sense of.
Yeah. And that's what we did with pair trading, and we intend to do that as we expand into, I was showing you earlier the AI sort of news feed that we've been messing around with. And then we're expanding into event-driven trading, momentum trading. We also want to do some advanced option stuff, sort of like what you do with straddles and strangles, with options and futures. And really made this a comprehensive platform where, right now we're more so focused on equities. That's why it's kind of nice for you, because you trade your auctions and then this is sort of your equities thing. But we want to transition into being a complete platform that trades, almost all asset classes. I think we're going to stay away from crypto for now and then maybe eventually get into crypto. But really just focusing on, being the one-stop shop for people and being a really comprehensive platform that has these institutional grade tools that most platforms nowadays just don't have, and giving it to people for free.
I'll tell you that's fantastic. And I thought so much about what you were doing. I bought part of the company. And so, tell me a little bit more about the site.
Yeah, so the site is PentPort.com. We basically allow you to connect currently Charles Schwab brokerage accounts. We will obviously put out updates and information in the future when we expand brokerage offerings. But you just go on there. You can sign up for our beta completely free. We plan to stay free for as long as possible. We may offer some premium subscriptions in the future. But for now, we're focused on giving this to retail traders for nothing. Connecting your existing brokerage account, not taking your money, just giving you access to tools that these institutions have had for decades and have traded with. I actually made this. It's funny, when I first came into your office, I was interning at a small quad trading shop here in Richmond, and that same trading shop was going to be using what was the prototype, the standalone pair trading platform that I had made, which eventually became the website and Penthouse Portfolios.
It's great.